Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about Kylian Mbappé being racially abused by a Paraguayan senator. Let's just get right into this story because this is racist as it could get. So France played Paraguay yesterday. Kylian Mbappé was GBH'd. Basically, the Paraguay team singled Kylian Mbappé out and fouled him after foul after foul after foul. Dirty tactics. Proper South American tactics. Diego Simeone kind of tactics. So can you believe they had no yellow card? They had 13 fouls. I think all 13 fouls were committed on Mbappé. It was basically assault. They were assaulting Kylian Mbappé. So at the end, Kylian Mbappé did score a penalty and France won 1-0. But at the end of the game, the Paraguayan goalkeeper wanted to shake Kylian Mbappe's hand. And Kylian Mbappé, rightly so, told him to beep off. And after the game, this Paraguay senator came out and said this. Let's get... I don't even want to say her name because she's absolutely disgusting and vile. This brute hasn't even learned to write. Instead of breast milk, he grew up sucking on coconuts, and the most educated creature he had ever heard were chimpanzee. He should have given him the middle finger. Orlando Gil, Paraguay's goalkeeper, a colonized Cameroonian pretending to be French, resentful, newly rich, arrogant, and ugly. That's what she said. The reason why she said Cameroon is because Kylian Mbappé is from Cameroon and his mom is from Algeria. He was nervous and scared to death all game. Like his whole team, they didn't even manage to score a single goal until they got lucky with a penalty. This is the disgusting bit as well. The only thing many of us blame the team for is not giving him a full-handed slap at the end of the game. I'm not even a football fan. That's what she said. That vile piece of creature. Kylian Mbappé clapped back and said, "Madam, I don't want to say her name, disgusting. You are a despicable woman and unworthy of your position." She's a senator. "You do not represent Paraguay, that country which has sweated passion and honor throughout the competition. Through your recklessness and your brazen racism, the entire world has already forgotten the journey and the historic effort that your players accomplished during the World Cup, making way for an incompetent woman who gives the worst possible image of her country. I will never allow, like her, the freedom to spread this hatred and the racism across the world." That's Kylian Mbappe's statement against her. 79.4 million people watched this. She clapped back and said, "Yes, my post against Mbappe was racist. Yes," she said with her chest. Disgusting. "That's why I deleted it. It was unfortunate. However, I will not apologize. I said what I had to say. I come from a society..." I'm not going to say that. Anyways, she's disgusting. Have patience and I'm trying. So let's see what the world is saying about this.
Open letter, and this is the part that's disturbing to me.
This is the part that's scary. Yeah.
The most disturbing part of this.
People have got a platform now. They can say whatever they like.
This is a platform now. Like, she's doubling down in an open letter. She's not apologizing. She's not backing away from what it is that she has said. But it's a platform now. This is what's happening now with racism as people march more and more toward the freedom of hate speech. I'm allowed to say whatever I want, however it is I want. This has its backing in small corners of people backing this nonsense when it's just as flagrantly racist as a political figure will ever put commentary on. And what is the latest in the open letter, Roy?
Well, she said that she wrote her initial comments while boiling in blood. Her blood was boiling. And while she says that she regrets saying that, she's asking for a apology and retraction.
Look at this one. She's asking for an apology from Kylian Mbappé. Can you believe that? After all of that, she must be in La La Land, Cuckoo Land. She must be high on something. Asking Mbappé, I'm gonna retract these racist statements if Mbappé apologizes.
Mbappé for his comments towards her.
Disgusting. This guy is another guy, peachy football.
The controversy between Mbappé and the Paraguayan senator just got even crazy. If you aren't following, everything took place around France's heated match with Paraguay, in which after the match, Mbappé celebrated in front of the Paraguayan keeper instead of shaking his hand. That's when this Paraguayan senator posted on Instagram calling him a colonized Cameroonian, pretending to be French, that he's ugly, and that he should have been slapped after the match ended. On Twitter, she posted something saying that he didn't learn to write, that he sucked on coconuts instead of drinking his mother's milk. Some very nasty and racist things, to which Mbappé responded on Twitter, which is now at 50 million views. He called her despicable, unworthy of her position, and quote, because of your thoughtlessness and your blatant racism, the whole world has already forgotten the historic journey and effort your players made during the World Cup. Now, I thought it was going to end there, but after the French Football Federation came out and said they were going to look into legal proceedings, and the Paraguayan foreign minister
legal procedures.
Minister came out saying her comments don't represent the people of Paraguay. She came back in a long letter, which I will put in the comments. She said that her posts were written when her blood was boiling, that she regrets posting those types of things when she herself gets racially abused, and that she wants him to also rescind his comments and apologize. And if he doesn't, she will take legal actions against him.
And she will take legal action if he doesn't resent his statement, so bring back his statement. She will may initially legal proceedings against you for gender-based violence. Give you that.
Gender-based violence. This is pretty crazy, so
wild. Let's see what this guy says.
Story here, really. The French Football Federation say they're filing a report for legal action against a Paraguayan senator who launched into a racist tirade against Kylian Mbappé after Paraguay were knocked out by France in the last 16. Celeste Amarilla, she's a national senator in Paraguay. She took to Twitter to launch an attack on Kylian Mbappé, which we would consider in this country to be an absolutely outrageous racist attack.
That's correct. This country will say it's racist. We'll still have people in 2026 in the UK being racist.
One thing she did say, though, which I think captures how rank and classless she is she said the only thing many of us blame the Paraguay team for is not giving Mbappé a full-handed slap at the end of the game. I mean, I cannot stress how appalling her comments were, but Mbappé was class in his response. He said, "You're a despicable woman and unworthy of your position. You do not represent Paraguay, the country which has sweated passion and honour throughout the competition. Through your reckless and brazen racism, the entire world has already forgotten the journey and the historic effort that your players accomplished during this World Cup, making way for an incompetent woman who gives the worst possible image of her country." And I think that's a great response.
Are you surprised? Not really. You know what I mean?
Sadly, no.
Yeah, you expect it in the world we live in. If I was France, I'd go full force on that woman. Like the full.
It's true that, man. Let's see. My favorite person says about this. Simon Jordan.
Is unacceptable, but she's also a lawyer. She was also educated at a French school, but she's also conversant in the law. And so the argument that you're going to do anything to this woman, unless there's a hate crime in her country, because racism is a hate crime and gets prosecuted under the law in certain countries in Europe as a hate crime. People have freedom of speech. People are allowed to say things that you might not like, but they're allowed to say it. In her country, she may well be allowed to say these things. So the idea that she's going to be prosecuted is probably for the birds. The idea that if she doesn't then have a criminal offence, that she's going to be denied entrance into France at border is probably for the birds as well. All we have to do, with all due respect to the situation, is ignore her. She's an irrelevance. What she said.
My breakdown of this, as Simon Jordan says, should we ignore her? Not really. We need to point it out to say to these people that you've got nowhere to go. And we will call it out as human beings. Racism's still alive, 2026. Like one of my favorite players, Mesut Ozil, said, I'm German when we win and an immigrant when we lose. Let me repeat that again. We are German. I'm German when we win and an immigrant when we lose. You know what? I don't really like talking about politics, but the world's getting more racist. People think they can be open racist like this woman. They can just come out and say whatever they want to say and say it's freedom of speech. No, it's not. It's racism. It's disgusting. Every person that's racist needs to be pointed out and humiliated and put all around the media in the world. So the next person thinks twice before they become racist or before they do racist things. I'm gonna do a topic about how FIFA done a scan through during the group stages and how much people were posting racist things on the internet. I'm gonna do another segment about that. But yeah, let's stamp out racism, man. Let's tell them how it is, man. Let's get these bad eggs out of this world. Let's stamp on them, man. Let's mute these people's voices. Because we get racism every single week now. In the media, in the sports landscape. So make sure you like, subscribe, and the comment will be, was Kylian Mbappé right to clap back? Is the world becoming more racist? Give me your views. It's all about the fans. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. It's a brand new channel. And we need all the support we can get. So make sure you hype. Make sure you subscribe. It's another one. Peace. Let's go.